hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. And there you are at my hand again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized.
I'm muted. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Marvel Talk. I am, of course, OLED Ed Fries, and I'm joined by my good friend Andre C. And we're here on a no notice, spark up episode because we got some great news from Brazil. We got new trailers. We got a special look. We're very excited. We're going to start here right now with Captain America: Brave New World. Brand new trailer. This comes out February 14th, Valentine's Day. So join us that weekend as we go ahead and talk all about Captain America: Brave New World. You ready for this, Andre?
I am.
You asked for me. Here I am.
You want to help me?
Is there anything you remember?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Thaddeus Ross.
Whatever this is, Cap, be careful.
What do we know?
There were 5 shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist attack, sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
You're right. I'm not. Wait for it. We're on the brink of war. I can't trust anyone. Nothing about this feels right.
Captain America. You ever ask yourself, who's playing who?
Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest. I don't want a variable out there that I can't control. Captain America caught without his wings.
you like to play dress up and
blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap?
You don't even know what this is.
Red.
You want me? Come and get me!
Happy Valentine's Day to me, bitches. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Oh, dude, that's amazing. The first huge shot of
Tiamat.
Red Hulk. Of Red Hulk is the full shot of him. The shot of Tiamat there. I'm pretty sure that was Joaquin Torres' Falcon flying over the sea there. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that was him. Good. Bobby Stats, man. Hello, sir.
We were just talking about you on the other show where Andre thought I was talking bad about you.
I thought Ed slammed you, and I defended you, and then he didn't. And I'm like, oh, he's slamming Bobby's cat. Okay.
Which Bobby also understood and agreed with, by the way.
Yeah.
We are too. We're very excited. That's a fantastic trailer. It's a bit low key for a Marvel trailer, but I like it.
I almost prefer that.
It's setting up the intrigue that Winter Soldier intrigue that we've always talked about, that we thought we were getting with Secret Invasion, that we didn't get enough of in Secret Invasion. It sounds like we're getting it here.
And hey, right here on Marvel Talk, we're the Secret Invasion defenders here. So we both enjoyed that series.
We did. But that's not the only thing that dropped. We are getting a special look at Thunderbolts.
Before we go to Thunderbolts, so before we go there, I was going to say with the other super soldier, mule guy, it's that Bradley.
Yep. Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah Bradley. Did he get Winter Soldier brainwashed? Maybe because he can't remember. So
there are some interesting things at play here. I think because we know that Tim Blake Nelson is returning, I think it's going to do with Tim Blake Nelson
leaders controlling him. Okay, that makes more sense. And
that's not a spoiler because we've been told for months, and he's been on the press tour. When they announced the movie, they announced he was coming back. They announced he was playing leader. So it's not a spoiler to say that Tim Blake Nelson is back as the leader. I think we're going that route.
I forgot.
And they're doing that purposely. I think they're purposely trying to make us forget about leader because I think he's going to play a role in this movie, and I think it's going to be a significant one.
And I think he's going to be the guy behind the scene bad guy. And then he comes out in the third act to be really, because I feel like they're setting up Giancarlo Esposito's character to be the
early villain,
first and second act villain, who really was being funded and controlled by the leader. Maybe not mind controlled by the leader, because he's probably using some sort of version of this dude's manifesto and convincing him to do it all in that way. But like he's the one that put him on the path, and then the leader was revealed in the third act, and that's where we really get the cool battle. He was supposed to be, but Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I was gonna say Seth Rollins filmed in an earlier version of this movie. Seth Rollins filmed scenes as a member of the Serpent Society. It sounds like we're getting a slightly different Serpent Society in this new cut of the film, where they brought in post-production towards the end of the filming. They had to go back and do reshoots to bring in Giancarlo Esposito to go ahead and do his stuff. So I doubt we're going to see any of Seth Rollins officially in the movie because, yeah, we wanted to see him too. I wanted to see him get his ass kicked, but unfortunately, it is not the case. Hello and good morning to Astrid.
Hey, Astrid. Oh, but, you have to post for the queen. Come on.
Oh, the queen of our local establishment. Nastrel herself. The Nastrel. Ash Pizarro.
We have a queen. We have our Princess Melball. We're good. We have our Overlord and Bobby. We have
We
two
do.
thirds, which is me. We have
We do.
Ed.
I do. I'm here.
We have
All
the
right.
old guy Ed. So yeah, we're good.
They also gave us
I
a
haven't
three.
seen- I haven't seen any of that. I've seen like a 3-second of two people in the car. I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait. So
It is a 3-minute 40-second special look. It's a couple of there's some flashes of like a trailer version, but this is just a brief moments of a couple of scenes. Spoilers, this will spoil a few plot points of the movie. There are a couple of things that we
yeah, that's his new name.
no, that's Bobby's new name, the Ogre Lord.
Yeah, he is the ogre. I said Overlord, but I'm totally good with him being the Ogre Lord now. He is totally the Ogre Lord. Yep.
There are a couple of plot points that we've been talking about for years about how will this play out, things like that we're going to see in this. So again, minor. The last one was a little bit less of spoilery. This one's a little bit more spoilery, but here we go. Hold on, let me just. All right, my volume's good.
Oh, America's so big. You ever drive through Oklahoma? It's so flat.
The fuck?
You got a convoy approaching fast. Step on it.
USA James. He's got his own limo service now. It's great.
Come on, baby.
Okay, a bit faster, please.
Lexi!
Okay, don't worry. Engaging defensive measures.
Is that Ghost in the back?
Oh my god.
No, that's not Ghost.
Oh my god.
Pull the shield!
Taskmaster.
Oh, it's Taskmaster. Okay.
Is that Bucky?
It's a Winter Soldier. That guy is so cool.
No, it's the White Panther or the White Wolf.
That's what I talk about.
That's not good.
How crazy is it to think of all the monumental fights that happened exactly here where you're standing? I mean, the place wasn't cheap, but it's got good optics. Look at you. You are all so adorable.
Eat shit, Valentina. The assignment is... Oh, wait, hang on. Assignment is complete.
You're holding a hamster?
What kind of super serum did you get?
I don't know, regular. Hydra.
Hydra. Oh, fancy.
Who's this little Santa?
The Red Guardian.
What?
Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow Ops.
Oh, that was
Contract
Ghost.
kills.
Oh yeah.
And you, former Red Room assassin. God only knows the blood on your hands.
Pretty ludicrous coming from the dime store Captain America.
I'll have you know I was actually the official Captain America, so.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
It's getting so tense in here.
Who are you?
I'm Bob.
We're just drifting. And we don't have purpose. You can't escape the past.
So you can either do something about it now or live with it forever.
So what, we all just punch and shoot?
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
Thank God.
The Thunderbolts. It's a cool name.
Okay, I love the asterisks even more now. Like, how can you not love the asterisks even more now?
Yeah. By the way, for your look of Bob, who is Bob? Bob is Robert Reynolds, the Sentry.
Oh,
Yes, we're getting the Sentry. It was supposed to be the guy, Glenn from Walking Dead, but they couldn't nail down the casting. That was the casting that they had, and unfortunately there were some issues, and he had to pull out of the project. But he was originally
I love Glenn from Walking Dead. Dude, that dude is such a good actor. Stephen Young.
Stephen Young, something like that.
Stephen Young, whatever. Dude, he's an amazing dude. I can't wait. That Brave New World trailer was great. I'm excited for that. But this just Marvel going, we can make a better version of Suicide Squad.
Yep.
That is literally what this.
And by the way, it is going to be Lewis Pullman going ahead and playing Robert Reynolds. Salem's Lot, Bad Times at El Royale, the Starling Girl.
Who they should have cast was Ryan Reynolds to play Robert Reynolds, because that would have been funny.
It would have indeed been funny. For those that don't know who the Sentry is, the Sentry is potentially the strongest superhero, but he's more than Superman, because he creates this void where the dark side of him lives, and it's this very intriguing and interesting portion of him. And again, we'll learn more about what they're planning on doing.
But the version of Sentry I know is from the earlier Sentry comics, and he was before you created this dark side to him and everything. He was essentially their answer to Superman in the early days of the Sentry. Yeah. That's what he was, and they evolved him over time. Don't get me wrong, to make him honestly not lame like Superman. Like Superman in the comics, I find is insanely lame. If you do Superman on TV or in a well written story in TV style, like give us Smallville, Superman and Lois, things like that, you can do. I think Superman is a much better visual character, like TV and movie character, than he is a comp on the paper. He's fine, but it's hard. Where
he has no edges to him. He's very like Captain America in the comic book. There's very little
up until the last 20 years. Yeah. Up until the last 20 years of Captain America, up until I would say like 2005, Captain America was very much the goody two shoes good guy. I think it's when you see Bucky return in was it 05 or 06 as the Winter Soldier. That's when you kind of took the Captain America character and really took him in a different direction. You had Civil War in there too, which really, I think, fleshed out the character of Captain America so much more.
Yep.
But
absolutely.
it's very, I say those two are like, but yeah, Sentry was very much a Superman who became his own very distinctive character over the years. I don't know a lot of Sentry history though. That's where I fail. I don't know a lot of his history.
He has a lot of interplay with mental illness. They made it, the comics rewrote him to make it so that he forgot who he is. And I think that's what we're going to get. This is going to be like a second coming of the Sentry, where like he's just coming back into his powers over the course of time.
Cool.
One of the other big key spoilers, and I don't know if you noticed it, Val talking about this location and the things that were fought here.
Avengers Tower.
Val has bought Avengers Tower. We now know who bought Avengers Tower, and it is indeed Valentina.
So it's Thunder Tower now?
We're assuming it's going to become Watchtower. We're assuming it's going to become the Sentry Watchtower.
It's right now it's Thunder Tower.
I assume it's just her little hideout. But yeah, no. Banging trailer there from them. I like the fact that we got, like I said, the reason why I was saying it was kind of spoilery, we got a very big, long scene in a couple of spots where we got, 30 to 40 full seconds of a scene.
Well,
which is unusual for trailer.
The opening one, though, we've got majority of that other than the chit-chat stuff in there, of like the chit-chat in the car we didn't have, but we had already seen him him take down the vehicles and blow up the car. We had already gotten that in the teaser trailer, so it's not like it's a bit. But honestly, I'm almost afraid to keep watching more Thunderbolt stuff over the next few months because I'm like, I don't want more of this movie spoiled for me. It's weird.
We're also expecting something to happen because Kevin Feige has been very clear that the asterisk is there for a reason, but it won't remain there. So I expect we're going to get something in Captain America 4 Brave New World that is going to give us the remainder of that. It's been widely bandied about that we might be getting Dark Avengers. Because if you listen during that trailer, there's a little bit of that Silvestri Avengers theme playing in the background on the shot with the road. When Bucky starts pulling up, you start to get a little bit of that Avengers theme. And I'd be down for a Dark Avengers.
Well, again, in the comics, Thunderbolts led to Dark Avengers. Yeah, but there is one giant missing component to all of this right now, and that is
Osborn?
Norman Osborn, who, well, I see that character eventually coming, and Harry coming at some point, especially now with the college version. If you actually go by the original comics, Peter didn't meet Harry until college. If you go with the early day comics, him and Harry being lifelong friends is actually something that's newer only in newer versions of Spider-Man. Him and Harry were actually became friends in college. So that's where with the potential of him going to be going to New York State University in the next version of Spider-Man 4, which is supposedly coming in 2026.
It'll start filming in 2025.
So I expect us to get it. I think this is where we get Harry introduced and we get Norman. So we could probably, I don't think Norman appears here, but I think this will lead to Norman, which will eventually bring him over to interact with the Thunderbolts in some way down the line.
Yep. And we also, with this, we're getting news from Kevin Feige coming out of this, where Kevin Feige says that the Mutant Saga, which will immediately follow Secret Wars, is going to introduce the X-Men in a very heavy, important way going forward. So,
House of M. They're gonna. I feel like they're gonna do something a la House of M. Because remember, it was how she got rid of mutants, and then how she brought them back. I feel like they're just gonna go Scarlet Witch returns, and then she's gonna be bringing them back in some way by like having a freak out, and boom, mutants exist in the universe now.
I think that coming out of Secret Wars, we are going to take all of the multiverses and slam them together. And so that Fantastic Four team is going to come, because remember, the Fantastic Four team is taking place in a different multiverse that is not the 616. And I think
it's Doomverse.
Yeah. So we're gonna have that brought to us. I think that's how we're going to keep Deadpool and Wolverine that we got in Deadpool and Wolverine. I think
till he's 90.
From Universe 1085. Whole 185. Sorry, not 1085. A whole bunch of stuff coming over. We might even get, according to rumors, we might even get the Gambit back. The Channing Tatum Gambit.
Don't get me wrong. I love the cameo. And for all y'all out there, don't hate me for this. I want a new roster. With Hugh Jackman being that he is an anchor point in every universe, I'm fine with him coming to 616 or whatever version our universe is. I think it's 616. It's 616, right?
It's currently the 616, even though it shouldn't be.
So 616, I'm very fine with Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds being the Wolverine and Deadpool in 616. That is fine. I have no issue with that. But everyone else, I need a reset. I want a new Charles Xavier. I always wanted that to be Giancarlo Esposito, but it won't be now. At least I don't think it will be now. I want to see a new. As much as I loved seeing Tatum as Gambit, we can't have a 50-year-old Gambit or 40-something-year-old Gambit. We need early 20s Gambit. We need an early 20s or teenage version of all these superheroes to let us grow with the characters, just like we are doing with Tom Holland. We are growing with Tom Holland. He is getting into his late 20s playing an 18-year-old, which is they're going to have that time jump him at some point. But he has a very boyish face even to this day. Yeah. We need to. I think they need to lean into that for a majority of the X-Men, and do this a la First Class, but do not do First Class again, but a la First Class. Like
I will say though that we've been growing with Tom Holland for a while. I will remind people he is done with his official first Marvel contract.
He has signed a new contract.
Yes, but and this new contract gives him incredible leeway. And he's been in interviews talking about how he has the ability to pick and choose when he does projects, what projects he does, because he thanks Marvel for giving him the ability to do all this. But now with the newfound fame that he has and the projects that are coming his way, he is very excited to do things outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Miles Morales in the near future.
But no, he has signed on for 3 more He has officially signed a contract for 3 Spider-Man movies plus 2 other Marvel movies. He has a 5-picture deal.
So it's Spider-Man 4, it's Doomsday, Secret Wars.
I don't think we see him in Doomsday. I don't think
I guarantee we see him in Doomsday, even if it's a cameo. But that'll be something we'll talk about.
And if he does cameo, that may not work against his picture deal either. He will be in Secret Wars, because there has to be a point in Secret Wars where he comes in to fight Doctor Doom, and they're both maskless, and he's like going like, Tony, and he's just like, what, and punches a kid in the face or something, and the kid like a heart. You literally watch Spider-Man's heart break on screen.
But that will be later. Remember to join us later this week as we go ahead and we're going to be live. We're no longer going to be pre-recorded. We're going to be live talking about Captain America Civil War this Wednesday night, 10 p.m., right after Dynamite ends. Come over here and join Oled and Andre C. as we talk all about that. Andre, thank you for joining me on this abbreviated episode of Marvel Talk. I greatly appreciate it. But unfortunately, I need to get on with my Sunday, and I'm sure you have a lot of filming to do with Mel, as you got a couple of episodes ready to go for Japanese Wrestling Update. You got to go ahead and get stuff ready for Andre and Melball Wrestling Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Some shows to watch.
Yeah, me and Mel got to record here. We're recording in like 2.5 hours for our Chop Talk in the RCW show we went to on Friday. And then we're doing Pure Wrestling tomorrow. And then we got Marvel Talk coming out at the end of the week, which will be live this week, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we're back live again this Friday for Japanese Wrestling Updates. So you can come hang out with us over there, Bobby Stats.
Yeah.
I know Bobby will be there.
Bobby will absolutely be there. But for myself, for Andre C., thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
I am in misery.